Hello everybody on Newtonland, Jamie Power back for another video today, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about my favourite films of 2023. I am scrapping the 10 list thing because there's just been too many films this year not to get a mention. So I've got around that sort of ballpoint. I've got 12 films this year that stood out from the crowd that I absolutely loved and all need a mention. So here is my top 12 for this year. Maybe less next year or maybe more depending on what we get. But I'm going to go with this year with 12 films. So let's get started. At number 12 is Poor Things. Saw an early viewing of this and I thought this film was really unique. Very different, very naughty. It's got a lot of nudity and sexual stuff in it. It is unbelievably naughty, but it's a really good, unique film as well. I don't go for that for film for that. I go for story and characters, and this has certainly got a very unique story with unusual characters, and the whole film looks weird as well. It's like Tim Burton gave birth to Frankenstein's monster's daughter. It's a very weird film, but I did like it. It's sort of, you sort of have to go with it. You're either going to love it or hate it. I loved it in the end. I sort of grew on me over the last few days, and yeah, I really did enjoy it. I thought it was a good film, and yeah, so that's my number 12. Last night I went to go and see my number 11 pick for the year, and that is The Boy and the Heron, Hayao Miyazaki's final film possibly in the Studio Ghibli studio. And this was wonderful. Such a great story, good animation, well, amazing animation. It's beautiful. It's like looking at a painting at times. You can just screenshot any of the scenes and it's beautiful. Great film, great story, good music and great characters. I really did enjoy this film. I have done a review in my recent pickups video, so I won't go overboard with the review, but yeah, basically I love this film. Great film, it had to get a mention. Number 10 is Dream Scenario starring Nicolas Cage. He plays a professor, a regular guy, and he ends up being in people's dreams for some strange reason. It becomes like an overnight fame hit thing, and then it all goes to pot. It's a really good little film. A lot of people don't like the ending, so it sort of turns left at the end, but I quite like the fact it did that. It was something to try and give it a reason for what's going on. Even though it's not all explained, I did enjoy this, and Nicolas Cage is on great form here. A really unique film, a bit like an episode of Black Mirror. That's what my mate Sean said, who I saw it with. He said it was like an episode of Black Mirror, and it really is. But yeah, fantastic. Number 9 is Suzume, a very unusual anime film. Very good film indeed. Really enjoyed this. Great animation, great story about a girl who meets this bloke and they have to go around opening and closing doors to stop something. It sounds odd. And the main character turns into a 3-legged chair and there's a talking cat. It's weird shit. But like I said, I really enjoy this. The wife went and saw this before me, said you're going to love it, and I did. Wonderful stuff. And it comes out to buy on Blu-ray in April, so fantastic. Number 8, which is very high up on a lot of people's lists, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And this is the second film in the animated films. Fantastic stuff. The animation is on par. Probably one of the best animated films of the year, if not the best, but there was one that beat it for me, but we'll get into that later. But yeah, I really did enjoy this. Great story again, great characters, great pacing. These films just keep getting better and better, and this was a wonderful animated film. I loved it. Number 7 is Wonka, and yes, I said that correctly, Wonka. And this is a lovely, old school Hollywood musical for families. It's a great family film. It's got very good story with the characters, and the songs are great, very well sung, all performed by a brilliant cast, and it has something special about it, a touch of magic in it. There's a bit where they go to a zoo, and I just loved some of the visuals there. It was such a great film. I love this whole film, the story, and I'm in it, Matt Lucas. But no, honestly, a lovely film. I came out with a massive smile on my face, and I really can't wait to watch it again. A great family film, and to watch around Christmas time as well. Number 6 is John Wick 4, and this was fucking epic. The best fight sequences of the year, without a doubt. Donnie Yen stole this film for me. He was just amazing as a blind assassin. He just kicks so much damn ass that it's very difficult to keep up with it. He's so fast. It's fantastic. I mean, this is non-stop. I just loved it from start to finish, and it finishes the John Wick story off perfectly. Don't make any more. Please, leave it as this. You know I'll go and see number 5 if they do one, but I'd rather they just leave it and do other characters based in this world. Number 5 is Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and this was fun. This was back to Marvel being good again. They did get a couple of things wrong, like one of the characters, the gold guy, he was meant to be like a really bad villain, and he was played for laughs. But I still liked it beside that, but I do think they could have had a really good villain there, and they sort of just threw it away for a comedy effect. But other than that, this film was fantastic. I loved it to pieces. I thought it was great. It has a really dark backstory for Rocket as well, which was really moving with his three friends. It was really moving and really sad, but it was a really good film, and it's one of the best Marvel films. We've had No Way Home, Spider-Man, and we've had this one. These are the two best ones since Endgame, without a doubt. I did like, what's it called, Shang-Chi. Did enjoy that one, and some of the others were okay, but these are probably the best two we've had since Endgame, in my opinion. Number 4 is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part, well, we'll leave it there. But yes, this is the latest in the Mission Impossible series, and this was fantastic. What a film this was. Big, epic action in spectacle. I mean, this was top notch. Great story, great pacing, great characters, great writing, because everything's great. You know, it was funny, it was action packed, it was emotional, it was on the edge of your seat. It was just fun. It was fun, and I loved it, and I can't recommend it enough. I really hope that they can make the next one as good as this, because they just seem to be getting better and better and better. Leaving 2 out of it, but yeah, honestly, what a great film this was. Number 3 is a masterpiece. I loved this film. It's called The Holdovers. It stars Paul Giamatti, and it's about this guy. He's a teacher, and he has to stay at the school because some of the kids have been left over for Christmas, so he has to sort of guide them, you know, and look after them over the Christmas period whilst their families are celebrating. Wow. Absolutely wow. Now, this isn't going to be for everybody again, like most films, but for me, it was just a wonderful character piece. Paul Giamatti is one of my favourite actors. He is so good, and here is probably one of his best performances. He is phenomenal here. The writing as well.
This is your Rubicon. Do not cross the Rubicon. The Holdovers.
It's such a cozy, warm little film and a perfect Christmas movie. It's just wonderful. The story, the characters, the music. The music is sensational here. It's got a 70s vibe. It looks like a 70s film. And there's just something about this film. It really won me over. It comes out to buy on Blu-ray at the end of April as well. And it's out in cinemas in a couple of weeks' time. Number 2 is Godzilla -1. That's right. It's not about Godzilla's date for the prom night got cancelled. No, this is a really sophisticated, dark, scary, emotional, and brilliant film. I mean, you take Godzilla out of it, it's still an amazing film. The characters in this film you care so much about, which is very rare for these sort of films. The story, the way it goes, Godzilla's a badass. This is how Godzilla should be. It's just a fantastic film all round. Everything about this movie is top notch. It is easily the best kaiju Godzilla movie ever, and in my opinion, and it just shows off to the Americans how you really do this stuff. It is phenomenal, and believe the hype, it is real. And it's like Jurassic Park meets Jaws. It is a classic. And number 1, can you guess? Barbie! No, and it's not Oppenheimer either. It is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, the animation film of the year for me. Now, there's been a lot of criticisms from fans about this film. Some love it, some hate it. Some people say the designs aren't right. Some of the voice work isn't correct to what the original cartoon was. This is 2023. We have had so many versions of the Turtles and their characters. It's nice that it's a little bit different, in my opinion, and yeah, okay, there's a few differences here and there, but overall, I thought this was fantastic. Great, funny film. Great action in it. The characters are pretty good. The voices of the Turtles, it took me a while to sort of get used to, but I'm fine with it now. But I don't think they sound how they usually sound in their films. That's about one of the only gripes I could say about the film. I thought it was very well done. The writing as well, the music, the humour, everything. Just everything about this film was right for me. I loved it for what it was. And okay, I'm biased, and yeah, we all knew this was coming, but I really did enjoy this movie, and I've seen it so many times. It's not my favourite film of all time. It's not the best Ninja Turtle movie of all time. That would be the 1990 one, but it sits in the top 3 of the best Turtle films. I think it's just after Secret of the Ooze. So that's just my personal opinion. And like I said, all these films have been my personal opinion. These won't be your top 10. They won't be critically acclaimed as the top 10. They're just my personal top 10. And I'd love to hear what your top 3 is. I always say 3 because, you know, writing 10 out is quite a chore for some people. So I would say just give me your top 3 favourites of the films that you saw this year that you really liked. But that's it then. So that brings an end to this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And this is the end of 2023, the final video of 2023. Tomorrow's New Year's Day. And yeah, let's bring on a new year of movies. I can't wait. There's so many coming out. And it's going to be great to go and see these movies and talk to you guys about it as well. Anyway, guys, Happy New Year to all of you guys, and thank you for standing by me, and to all my new subscribers as well. It's been a bit of a year, up and down, but overall it's been fantastic, and I couldn't do it without you guys. You really do help me out with the support and everything, you know. It's just amazing, it really is. It's so overwhelming, and it's so appreciated. But anyway, guys, Happy New Year, and I'll see you next year, guys, which is tomorrow. Anyway, guys, take care, and bye for now.